Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to 12 days of a Gabbacado Christmas. Welcome back friends, I've got my cup of warm water. My acupuncturist he's very big on warm water, just warm water. Nothing in it, no lemon, no ginger, nothing, just warm water. And he's really gotten me hooked on it. I'm not kidding. Like I haven't had caffeine in a couple of years, which I could go on a whole story time about that as well. But I love the taste of coffee still. So I would still drink like a decaf coffee in the mornings. And I just love like the coziness of it, you know? But ever since I started going to acupuncture and I tried out this warm water thing, it's all I crave in the morning. Like I don't even crave coffee in the mornings anymore. This just feels so much better like in my stomach, and it's weird. It's hard to explain. And I'm not telling you this is like the end all be all. I'm not telling you this will fix all your health problems. I'm just saying it feels very good to me right now. So that's that. It's not curing my acne, unfortunately. It's not, you know, doing anything crazy, but it's feeling very good. And I think that's important. I think diet culture, you know, spews all of these things at us, like drink lemon water in the morning and, you know, magical things are going to happen, or drink celery juice in the morning, magical things will happen. But I think we just need to get rid of that mindset and focus a little more on what feels good, you know, like what feels best to me. And that's what's going to lead to lasting health. So, rant over. That's not what this video is about. This video is about calories and counting calories. The devil. No, but for real, kind of is. Calories are something that I know so many of you guys struggle with. I struggle with it pretty chronically for like 5 years. I think 5 years I counted every little thing that I ate. So I know the struggle, and it ruined me, I'm not gonna lie. So if you're struggling to let go of calories, this video is for you. I'm going to be sharing some of my top tips that have helped me find freedom from calories, because let me tell you, I feel the freest I've ever felt around calories. I did not think I would be this free thinking about calories and everything. So I'm gonna be sharing some of my top tips with you guys on how I stopped counting calories and what you can do to help shift the mindset, because I know when you delete the app, they don't just disappear, unfortunately. I wish it was that easy. When you just delete the app, the calories just disappear from your mind, but unfortunately that's not how it works. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some things that have helped me overcome the whole calorie mentality and that awful trap. So let's get on into it. So my first tip is the obvious: delete the app. If you have MyFitnessPal, if you have any other app, just delete it. It's not serving you. It's not doing anything good for you. This is your sign. If you're still clinging on to that, delete it. Even if you're not using it, you just have it on your phone, delete it. I want you to stop this video right now if it's on your phone and go delete it. Okay, now that you've deleted the app, the calories are probably still going to be in your mind. And I know sometimes it feels impossible to stop your mind from just automatically adding up the calories in whatever you're eating. So these are some things that have helped me. Hopefully they can help you too. The next thing I'm going to suggest is add an and statement. So for example, say you're eating some pasta and your mind is adding up the calories, and you get to that grand total calories and you're like, okay, this bowl of pasta has X amount of calories. And add the and statement. It's providing my body with so much beautiful energy that it needs to thrive and to survive, and for me to be happy, and for me to live a fulfilling life. Food is so much more than calories. So when you add that and statement, and then you add everything positive that this food is doing for you, it's gonna help your mind start to slowly over time realize, hey, these numbers really don't matter. So that's something that has helped me tremendously. Probably one of my top tips to help people stop counting calories is to add that and statement on there. So my next tip is to eat new foods. So eat foods that you don't know the calories of, branch out, try some new foods. So like it can even be as simple as like if you're used to eating apples all the time, go eat a peach, or like just go venture out and try new things that you might not know the calories of. Maybe go to new restaurants that hopefully they don't have the calories on the menu. I hate the restaurants do that, but try to go to restaurants that don't have calories on the menu. Try new things, try to have fun with it. Something else that's incredibly helpful is to have a family member or a friend cook you a meal so you're not in control of those calories and you can't add them up. That is also incredibly helpful. And the more you do that over time, I know it can be so scary at first to let go of that control, but the longer you do it, with time, it will start to normalize and you'll be like, hey, nothing bad at all happens when I'm not in control of my food. And actually it can be a quite enjoyable thing. So that's one of those things that takes repetition. Probably if you struggle with that sense of control, it's going to take some repetition for that to feel good, but it is super beneficial for your healing. That leads me to my next point, which is to just go buy new things and don't look at the nutrition labels. Just buy what looks and sounds best to you in the moment. This can also be incredibly difficult when you're not used to listening to your body, but it's something that will get better with time, and you've got to challenge it and just go for it. So just try to go to the store and buy new things without looking at the labels. So the next tip is thought stopping. This is a little technique that some people find very helpful and some people don't find it helpful at all. So take from this video what sounds best to you and what you think is going to work best for you. But this one helps me sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. So basically, if your mind starts adding up the calories, all you do is just go stop in your mind, and then you try to distract yourself. So if you feel your mind start to add up those calories, just say stop, go find something else to do. It sounds a little crazy. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. So maybe it'll work for you sometimes, maybe it won't, but just it's worth giving it a try. This next tip is one of the most important, and that is just to stop measuring all of your food. Just stop. I know how hard this one is. Trust me. Actually, like a year ago, I just stopped measuring all of my food. It was last December. So I know how hard it is to just stop something like that, but it's never gonna go away until you do just stop it. So the sooner you stop it, the better. Trust me. This goes with counting calories in general. The sooner you stop it, the better and the easier it's gonna be for you to overcome it. The longer you cling on to this, the longer it's gonna take for you to let go of it fully. So get rid of the scale, get rid of the measuring cups, do whatever you need to do to keep your peace and to find peace. Could not recommend stopping measuring your food enough, because that's going to help you. Of course, you're not going to know the exact measurements in your food, so you're not going to know the exact calories, so it's going to become less important the more you do this. So just stop measuring your food. And then lastly, one of the hardest things to do is just don't let yourself. There comes a point where you are strong in your recovery and you are strong in your healing, and there came a point for me where everything was so strong, but I was still clinging on to adding up those numbers in my head. And at the end of the day, it came down to me. And I had to ask myself, do I want to live with this forever? Because no one else is in your head, you know? No one else can take those obsessive thoughts out of your head. No one else has to live with the thoughts and has to live with constantly adding up those numbers. So you are the one at the end of the day that has to live with this. So you just kind of have to give yourself a little tough love, and you have to be like, okay, I want to live with these numbers in my head for the rest of my life. And if the answer is no, then the best thing you can do is just not let yourself add those numbers up. This takes so much strength to do. I know how hard it is. It wasn't until a couple months ago that I finally found freedom from this, and it took a while. Letting go of calories has taken me the longest. It's been the longest part of my journey. I deleted my apps in like February 2020, and it wasn't until like a year later that I finally backed down on myself, and I was like, okay, I need to stop, because I was still adding up the numbers in my calculator at the end of the day, adding the numbers up in my head throughout the day, and I was like, okay, if I don't want to live with this for the rest of my life, I just need to stop. No one else has to live with this but me, and I don't want to live like this. So you just, at the end of the day, have to make yourself stop. You have to add in more self-care to your life. You have to add in more things that make you feel good. If you feel like adding up the numbers in your head, distract yourself. Like, you have to find ways of coping with this that are healthy and that are going to help you. And I really, really wish there was an easy way that I could just tell you, this is how you can get them out of your head and they're going to be gone forever. That's not the case. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of rewiring your brain. And it takes a little bit of tough love, and you have to keep reminding yourself what you're fighting for. Letting go of calories is so hard, but I can promise you that it's going to lead to the most lasting peace and freedom and intuition possible. If you don't want to live with these numbers in your head for the rest of your life, you have to put in a little bit of work, and you have to be uncomfortable for a bit to get to freedom. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. These calories are not going to leave your head in your comfort zone. You have to be a little uncomfortable to get to freedom. So those are just a few tips that I have. I hope those are helpful. I hope they help you out a little bit. I know how hard it is, but I also know that it is so possible. I chronically counted calories for 5 years of my life, and I found freedom from it. So I know you can too. Trust me, I struggled so much. It was a daily battle for me for so long. I know what you're feeling. But I know it's possible to find freedom from those numbers. Now I have no urge, no desire to add up those numbers in my head at all. And I didn't think I would ever be here. So just your little reminder that it is 100% possible to find freedom from these numbers. You just have to put in a little bit of work, and you have to be uncomfortable for a bit. But I promise it's worth it. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I'm so proud of all of you. If you're going on your journey to healing your relationship with food in your body, I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of you too. My challenge for you today, go do something today to fill up your soul. You should be doing this every day, but it's okay. Just your little reminder. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video. Have a good day.